Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Dalton, Adult95 Coach. It's another Transformers Legacy video, and today we're taking a look at another figure I've been waiting for since I saw the leaked listing months ago, and it is going to be the Voyager class Cybertron universe Starscream. So, there he is. Of course, you got him in jet mode here with his blaster, his swords deployed. There he is in the packaging, weapons removed, actually right in there. But I can't see it, but there's his cyber key. His blaster, his tail fins are down in there as well. Got an image there of his head sculpt and him charging into battle. Of course, there is 26 steps showing off the cyber key, 40 years of Transformers, and of course the rest of that mural art that goes, of course, with Silverbolt that we've seen in the first wave. So let's go ahead and crack this guy open and check him out. And here we have Starscream out of his packaging now. As you can see, he's looking kind of bare bones right now, but we'll get into that. So actually, we'll just go ahead and get into that now. So for accessories, he does come with this rifle. I believe it's inspired by the Voyager class toy, if I'm remembering correctly, or even the larger one. Not quite sure if there was anything between the Voyager or the Supreme class. So if anyone could help me out with that, be greatly appreciated. But like I said, I'm pretty sure this came with the Voyager class of the original. It does come with these tail fin pieces, which we'll just go ahead and plug into his back. Just like that. And of course his nullrays slash swords, which plug right onto his shoulders. And last but not least, he does come with a cyber key. Now I do want to focus on this a little bit. So you can see it is molded as it should be. It's even got the molded Decepticon symbol. It is very much directly inspired by the Autobot Decepticon keys. Now this came with the 07 All-Spark Power Breakaway, or any of those other Autobots. It's pretty much just the same mold throughout. Yeah, at least with those. But yeah, the Autobot and Decepticon basic cyber keys are pretty much just this with the alternating symbol, and of course there was a little code on the back. So yeah, it's pretty much directly inspired by that. This little bit of detail is new, though it could just be replicating that. So very well done there. Same translucent plastic as the blaster and swords. It does kind of tab in right there. Don't really see the point in doing that. Now I will say right off the bat, unfortunately it is not compatible with Override's blaster. It is just far too tiny. The original keys fit in no problem. I mean, it is a little loose because there's nothing to connect, but there you go. So maybe the one that comes with the upcoming Hot Shot will fit. Who knows? Because we saw a picture of Hot Shot's key in her blaster, so it might be a thicker key. We don't know. So I guess good excuse to do comparisons real fast, and then we'll get into other details. So there he is with Override, as well as Cybertron Defense Hotshot from the Siege Hound mold. And the figure who needs an update big time compared to this, Siege Galaxy Upgrade Prime, who definitely deserves a different leader class toy or commander class. I'd be happy with either one as long as they do it justice. So get these out of here. And then we'll take a look at him with another Unicron Trilogy Starscream, which he does quite easily tower over. Well, not quite tower. He's at least about a head taller. Yeah, about 2/3 of a head taller. And here he is with the Earthrise or Studio Series Starscream, who, again, he's about a head taller. Yeah, definitely a head taller than him. So there's that. Let's see if the crown Now the crown is just a little too big, which, I mean, it's kind of funny. So have that. And if you want, you can take this off and plug it right here to the back. Kind of got to move these out of the way. And give this Starscream a cape to go with his ill-fitting crown. So there you go. Just think that's funny. So get those out of here. I do want to bring in the siege mold because there are some shared parts between them. It's pretty much the same definition of partial that Hasbro has given with the Rise of the Beast Optimist, where only just like 3 or 4 parts are used, and oh, it's a partial, just because it uses any parts that are similar. So see here, it's not this shoulder piece here, but on the inside, this inner joint piece is shared between the two. Well, it's a little bit further down on this shoulder. The biceps are the same piece. So you can see that is the exact same shape. The inner joint is completely different from what I can tell anyways. Yeah, it's completely different. And then it also shares the same piece for the butterfly joint. So yeah, like 3 parts are used, or I guess 6 parts if you include the other side, are shared between the molds. So Hasbro considers that a partial. So just like Optimus. Actually, it uses less parts than Rise of the Beast Optimus, because that just used the windshield and 6 tires. This is just 6 pieces. Also, key does plug into where it would on the Voyager, just right there in the back. So we've got that. Go ahead and plug that into there. And we'll go over some paint details. These mostly just the gray and blue plastic, although I want to say, yeah, the top part of the forearm here, as well as the feet, are painted blue. Do have this red kind of, I guess it's more like a muted red all over. You have the, here on the wings, the front, shoulders, intakes. You got the gold there, some silver here. I think that's really it for silver, yeah. And then right in there, and then of course the face and these 2 vents on his head. I guess all 4 vents, whatever. So yeah, not a ton of paint on him, but it does work. I do wish there was some more detail here in the lower legs. Like, there's definitely some red missing there. And these do not rotate up, unfortunately. I don't know if they're even blast effect compatible. Okay, they are. There you go. And these are blast effect compatible as well, so you can have them firing out of these sort of null rays. Like, they're not quite null rays because it's not G1 Starscream, but they are arm-mounted blasters, like Starscream should have. So there you go. Now, as far as articulation goes, his head is on a ball joint. It does kind of have that weird thing where it kind of snaps into place. I don't know what's going on with that. Maybe there's like some mold flash on the ball joint, but it's not the end of the world. Shoulders rotate 360, get out to there, but if you shimmy this down a little bit, you can get it all the way up. And it does help with a little bit with the silhouette of the blades and allowing for more articulation. So I might have it somewhere like right there. No, it's like somewhere in between. But you do have a bicep swivel, and you get double jointed elbows, which again, this kind of negates it, but no, not really. Bring it up to there, but the sword crosses over. You do get a wrist swivel. So you get that. You get a, I want to say 90-degree waist swivel, so 45 degrees this way, straighten out, 45 degrees this way. So there you go. So that's about 90. possibly. I don't know. All the way forward, way all the way back. You get a thigh swivel, decent amount over 90 at the knee. You got forward and back at the feet, and you get all the way at the ankle. Although it does break the sculpt, so your best bet is about to there. So yeah, you can get them into a lot of decent poses. This is basically going to be like the Tarn of this wave, if not of the year. It's going to be your highly posable, barely any hollow points except for the weapons. So yeah, very well done in my opinion. Very happy to have this. Go ahead and give him his blaster here. There you go. And it is also blast effect compatible. So there we go. So yeah, very happy to have this. Now, like I said, having these down does definitely help quite a bit because, as you can see, it just brings, they're just way too close and, in my opinion, way too high. Now, if you want the pauldrons all the way up, I think someone needs to make a little adapter piece that'll go onto here that brings it just about to there on his arm. Because that, to me, seems like the ideal place to have these. Because they're out far enough past the arm to not look like you can barely reach. And it looks a little bit more like the original. So there is that. So go ahead and fold away the blades. Go ahead and take away his rifle. We'll go ahead and pull the key out just for the time being, because now we're going to focus on the transformation. So get the arms out of the way. We're going to go ahead and fold up this section of the foot. Bring that down. Actually, before that, open up the leg on both sides. Bring this down just like that. Rotate the legs in. Now from here, untab the arm. Oh, and then, well, I guess it's the same amount then, because I forgot about these, the way they use this joint to fold in, just like the Siege Seeker. So that is another part used. So it is 8 and 8, just like with the Prime. Pull that in, close that up. Now, this part, we'll go ahead and bring up these, bring this back, fold the head back, just like that. And here, well, this is a little scary, but go ahead and pop that. It is a scary joint, especially with that little tooth there. I'm not sure. I guess. Yeah, now it still pops. Anyways, bring the wings down like this. Bring it down here. And then rotate. And then fold up the arm like that. So same thing over here. Untap it here. Rotate the forearm. Just like that. We'll plug into there. Trying to get this to stay together. Here we go. We'll go ahead and rotate the wings up like that, or I guess down. Bring this back. Keep these panels open. And then there's a tab right here, a little slot right there. I'll just come back and tab into there. And you tab the little tab here on the foot right there into the front of the waist. There's a little section cut out right there. So just like that. Same thing on this side. Bring it up. Oh, I completely forgot. I need to bring out the nose cone from the tips of the feet. Hang over here, just bring that up. Come on. There we go. Tap that together. There we go. Then bring down the wings, or I guess bring up. Tab these together. Actually, before we do that, there are two options that you have for storing the blaster. Now this one, I tend not to prefer just because it's like in the way. But there are slots right here and little tabs right here on the underside of this fin piece. Just go ahead and slide that onto there. It's better just to hold it. Let's start closing that up. There we go. And there you've got the blaster up on the top. Go ahead and close up this just to complete the transformation. And there we have Starscream in his jet mode. So, like I said, you have this option, or open this up, take it out, open this. Now, again, there's these two tabs here, the two slots on the bottom of the blaster. That tabs in. And there we go. So there we have Starscream in jet mode, as he should look for Cybertron. Again, this is kind of a Tetrajet. It is what we got as basically our first Tetrajet style toy. And shortly after this, we'd get the Titaniums, Starscream, Thundercracker, Ramjet, and Thrust. And also take the key here, plug it in. So there we go. Does just kind of sit there. It doesn't have any landing gear. I mean, this is a Cybertronian mode. He never changes alt modes in the show. And for the better. I mean, this is such a cool looking space jet. I do hope we get to see more decals out of this. I really hope we get a new Shatterglass Starscream from this mold, because I think it would be perfect. Like, no yellowing plastic. Get away from the Siege mold, even though it does share some parts. Like 3 parts, or like 6 parts again. 6, whatever. 8. For some reason, I cannot find the blast effect. So, again, blast effects, and plug them right onto the front here. There you go. We can have them blasting out Autobots either on Earth, Velocitron, Jungle Planet, or Gigantian before he gets mega huge. And of course, you can put them on a flight stand. There is a port there, and there is a couple ports here that I forgot to show off. I will show those off when we go back to robot mode. There you go. Get them on a flight stand. So yeah, really enjoy this jet mode quite a bit. I'm not going to compare with the others just because, I mean, you know what this looks like. You know what Cybertron or Armada Starscream looks like in jet mode. So go ahead and get them back. Now for this, I'll just go ahead and take them off. You don't have to, but you can. Oh look, he's a speedboat. I don't know. Go ahead and tab that. Pull that out of there. And we'll just leave them untabbed so we can undo this on both sides. Feet, bring this down and around, fold up the front of the feet, bring this section back, close up those to fill in the legs. There's that. Rotate this up so we can undo tail fin. Bring that down, just like that. Bring this section down, clip it in, straighten out the arms, or yeah, straighten them out, and then there, rotate, straighten out, rotate, open this, flip out the fist, flip it back up, same thing over here, open, flip out, close, open this section here, flip the head out, tab that in, Then go ahead and plug the wings or blades back on. Now, what I forgot to show is back here. There are 2 slots. There's a little tab right there in the blaster. So if you're not wanting to use the blaster, you can just tab it on either side like that, and then flip it around for the other side. So there you go. There is Cybertron Universe Starscream. And just for the end of this, I am going to show him. Put these down, wings out. Now you can move them down for here because there were certain poses in the show that allow him to have these crossed. So you can replicate some of those scenes. So there is that. This back down. But yeah, so there we have oh, no, I forgot to mention the butterfly joint. So you can use that. So yeah, I mean, really enjoy this figure. I've never had the original mold of this, so it is nice to have a representation of it. And yeah, so like I said, really happy to have this. Looks really good. I can't wait to do some more poses with him and get some pictures. I do have a picture that I'm about to post on Instagram. Kind of something I did with Bludgeon and Wheeljack. So keep an eye out for that. So there is Starscream. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think. Let me know what repaints you want out of this that actually makes sense for this character, because I know we never got Thundercracker from this mold. He was a completely different mold. Same with Skywarp, I guess, because there was an all-purple Skywarp jet. But yeah, let me know what you guys are looking forward to out of this, and I will catch you guys in the next video. So check out those links below, and I'll see you next time.